over all that stuff that's around you.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Are we here?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. Well, once again, we're coming together.
You got it on tape?
Yeah, it's recorded.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming together to celebrate the fact that we are here. We are alive. We are here as African American people, and for the most part, we're doing pretty well. Now, I think I did say earlier that Kwanzaa helps us to remember, helps us to go back to Sankofa, go back and fetch it, go back and remember our greatness. Because we're not only surviving, we're doing really great things, and we have done really great things. So each year we're learning about those things, and once you know something, it's part of your knowledge base, nobody can take it away from you. We're also here for the children because we want them to continue to grow and do well and grow in the African tradition. We want them to learn and embrace the principles that are taught these 7 days. These principles are principles that we need to practice not just during Kwanzaa, but every day. What Kwanzaa, these principles are, and we're going to get to the principles in a minute. We'll go to the next room. But there are roadmaps, not just your roadmap as young children, but there are roadmaps from getting from where we were to getting to where we need to be so that we can claim and embrace our greatness. So we're going to do the unity circle now. And, you know what I forgot? I forgot the cup.
Oh, don't worry about it. We just be symbolic, that's all. There's a symbolic cup there behind you. You ain't got to deal with it.
We're not going to drink from it anyway. So,
COVID ruined it.
I don't remember that. Why should I say
is there another cup?
There's another cup.
That's it?
it's glass?
It's bigger.
It's glass.
It's what?
Glass.
You want that
Oh,
one?
no, that's too big. Okay,
And this one has some water.
And you just,
That's the libation water.
Same water.
Okay, let's go with this one. What we're going to do is go around the circle, each one of us. This is our unity cup, and we're going to talk about, as each one that holds this, and look back on the year and think about what have you done relative to the principles of Kwanzaa? How have you lived up to the promises you made last January? And what will you commit to going forward? We always have to move forward, upward, and outward. Not normally, but many times we get very introspective and start talking about how we've done it as individuals and, our troubles and obstacles and the like, which is okay. But frame what you're doing inside of the principles of Kwanzaa. So, for me, okay, I was trying to figure out which way this is going to go. This is going to go this way. So for me, this has been a productive year in many ways. This has been a year of challenges. But I can say that the last year I promised to do a couple of things for this year. I promised to actually honor the principle of emoji. Principle of emoji talks about family on 4 levels: the family, the community, the nation, and the race. And I levels. One of the things in particular that I did that I promised I would do last year was to, on the family level, my sister and I have been having a silent beef about what, I don't even know. But I said I would reach out to her and mend that fence. And I did that. On the community level, I continue to work for the prevention of child abuse and neglect, and that's kind of my calling right now, or a ministry, if you will. And so it's prevention. That means you have to build strong families. You have to work with parents. So I continue to do that. And the activities I planned for this year did happen, and I'm glad of that. Nationally, I've been active in national organizations to further causes, public policy on the national level. And finally, race, I've looked out internationally and I have given, I guess this is really kind of in the area of Ujamaa, cooperative economics. I don't know, maybe. I decided I was going to give to some charities, so I've given to the Operation Smile, which helps take away the cleft lips for children, and I've given to the Mercy Ship, which travels around the coast of Africa and really heals people who are having some really extraordinary anomalies. And I've also given to the Kind Fund, which they have two segments. They what they do is they give desks to children in a country in Africa. I can't remember the name. They also have a scholarship fund for the girls, so I gave money to the scholarship fund. So on those levels, I did promise. I promised for my sister. I promised to actually, and then the what I do in the community, and also what I have done internationally. So this year coming up, I promise to continue the work. I think the work is very important. I'll continue to support those causes, and I will hopefully work on my health so that I can enjoy the autumn of my life. And I am going to summon our children to do some things this year. You all, so this is kind of going on you all. What you do, and this is really talking about the guys. As we age, it becomes more and more challenging for us to do minor things, like repair a light, or things that are high, or men stuff. So for the grandsons, I am asking you to, instead of giving me and grandpa a gift in money or some other gift in kind, that your gift be helping us throughout the year. Doesn't have to be every week, really don't have to be every month, but if you do it 3-4 times a year, I would be most grateful. So that is my little spiel for the Unity Circle. Ashe.
Sure.
All right, so this past year, a lot has happened. leave Jamar to talk about his things as much as possible. But one of the things early on for me was taking on the role as head coach for Jamar's soccer team. And that was interesting, being that I've never really played soccer before. So, but we had a good group of kids, we worked hard, and they were able to take first place at the soccer tournament at the end of the season. So that was great, really for me, because in the final game, I remember it, we had a girl who I always knew was a really strong kicker, but she was always kind of scared and shy. And so we was a tie game, so it was down to penalty kicks. And we did the first set of penalty kicks, and it was like still a tie game. So we had the next set of penalty kicks. And this girl, I said, hey, can you do this like penalty kick with me? She said, no, I don't really want to. I said, please, you're a great kicker, and we need you now. She went out there, she kicked it, she won the game for us. She was so excited. We were all excited. It was great. It was a great moment.
Cool.
Then outside of that, me and Sharif, some others, we completed some more obstacle course races in the fall. It was a rough schedule for us because they were both back-to-back weeks, but we got through it. Some of it was tough. We got through it. And then, let's see, what else is there? I have bit the pickleball bug. So I just finished a beginner's clinic over the fall, and I'll be joining a league in the winter. We'll see how this goes. And then, as for this coming year, me and Sharif will also be will be the hardest physical challenge we've ever done, which is called the High Rocks, which is basically it's a series of workouts followed by a 1K run for a total of 8K. So it's gonna be brutal, but that is our challenge for this year. And yeah, I think that's all I'll say for now. Ashe.
Okay. So last year, I think I said I would do Gina, but I've still been running my maternal mental health women's group. So that's been going pretty well. I think this year coming up, I'm gonna work on maybe creativity, work on that, and do more planning for family, and just look forward to more planning and doing things for the kids. That's about it.
Ashe. All right, family. This year, I think me and Mrs. Walker, we did a lot of family stuff for our sons by, reopening the house back up to them. Come on back in, join the club, get your life together, do what you're trying to do, save your money, prepare for your future. The house is open. With a catch. Keep the house clean. That ain't work out. So we got rent. That helps keep the house clean. We were just considering no more rent if y'all can keep the house clean for us, but then we thought about it just last night and said, nah, keep the rent covered, let the maids come and clean up. So we're gonna continue to search. I was looking for a new maid for us. I think I found us one, because our old maid, she's been putting us on the back burner. So just trying to keep everything in order and keep everything in perspective. So for this year coming, the goal is to do more preparation for a retirement. I don't know what that looks like, because me and Miss Walker been grinding since we met each other, so it's been like just constant. So hopefully we can figure that out and manage to do what we need to do in order so that we can retire and then get to spend more time with the family. Ashe.
All right, howdy. This year has been pretty eventful. I have moved back then with the parents. This is begin a preparation because I want to, I've been talking about buying land and like building a house on there. So that's the main goal for that. If I can do that.
What?
Bring your legs. Be nice.
Yeah, relax your
She
legs.
needs to have a seat.
You wanna sit here?
Come over here, Diane.
You're right here.
You need to be there to put it on the couch, eh?
Put it here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Are you okay? That's it.
Okay.
So it's
Here, Allende, here.
Thank you.
I gave her my word, I had one.
Okay. Just brought land to hopefully build a home. And if I meet somebody before then, I've been looking into like mobile homes. Like they got like luxury mobile homes that you could like put on the land. So I've been thinking about that as well. So just looking at different options. Because you buy a house, it's like you got like the HOA people, they be coming driving around. What you doing? You trying to add something to your house? No, no, you need to take that off. So
Sure, it's more freedom for mobile home.
yeah, so didn't want to do that. So just trying to have something that I could you don't have to have mortgages or like a lot of extra stuff.
You just pay
You
for
have
the lot.
land tax and property tax, but you pay that like when taxes come up. So that's the goal of that. Just hit the first financial goal. So hopefully just keep building from there so I could keep going forward. Other than that, I know we talked about family, community, race. Community is probably just working on giving back by providing therapy to the community. So I think that's going to be the main thing for that nation and nationwide, and I guess worldwide. I have a mental health channel where I try to give different mental health tips to be as helpful as possible. And for the race, I try to give back by going to support different Black owned companies. So I try to do it at least any chance I get. I switch up all my products, skincare, even like groceries or anything to where it's like blankets, like whatever I need. And if I can find a Black owned, I go out my way to look for it. And I support the Black owned restaurants, most of them in the DMV when I get the chance to. Other than that, it's just, try to make a legacy for my family. And yeah, we're doing the High Rocks Challenge for the exercise. That's going to be fun. I'm going to get on my shade because I know he needs to continue. Yeah, I need him to be on point so we could be on point. We need to look good when we go out there because it's going to be crazy. So, hopefully we'll be on point with that. That will be fun. Just got big plans for the gaming group as well. So it's going to be a fun time. Just keep going, seeing family, supporting, and having a good time. Ashe.
What did I promise last year? I don't remember. I'm going to be straight up honest. I don't remember. But I do know that I have. This year has brought about some challenges that I have to address, and the only way I'm going to be able to move forward in life is if I address those challenges. I guess maybe it's one of a few of the lessons that God put me here to learn. I guess maybe, but I need to take those more seriously. I need to start trying to heal myself from the stuff that I involved myself with, trying to help others, and reel that in to help myself more because I've been neglecting myself. So I need to stop neglecting myself, put myself first, because I can't do any good to anybody without, taking care of home first, which is me. So I'm going to work on that. And I'm also going to work on being a better tenant to the household, because I know I give them problems with how I am. So I will work on that. Apologies, I don't mean to be that way, but I do need to work on that.
It's all right. 35 years, you good.
Yeah, still, it's still something I'm gonna work on. So really, it's just gonna be a bunch of self-healing and figuring out what I can do. So self-determination, I think. I think that's gonna be the thing that I take on. Please remember, Umoja, self-determination. Is that it?
No,
Determination is,
Coochie chocolate. Oh man. Well, that's gonna be what I take on. You want to say, and that's smart to do it that way. That's cool because yeah, I'm gonna take on that principle, Coochie chocolate, self-determination, because I need to embrace that and I need to embody that. So that's what I'm gonna work on. Cool. Yeah, that's really it. Oh, help support my brother and my uncle and things that they do, of course, and Quinn as well, and whoever else. And yeah, that's my mission.
okay.
All right.
Ashe.
All right.
Everybody, they are included. You're a package deal.
All right. So yeah, 2023. Honestly, I'm gonna say what you said, Click. I don't remember what I said.
I don't.
But there were a couple things that I know that I did do as far as just, we've had a lot of closing of facilities and buildings, and I was able to donate things to different organizations and people. So that's been good, and hopefully I can continue to do that this coming up year. Definitely want to continue to focus and help be a support system for my son in college now. And now that me and my wife are empty nesters, hopefully we can do a little bit more traveling and kind of getting out and taking some trips. And I think my wife had encouraged me to get a kind of a training book. I did want to go back and kind of be a teacher in what I do for audio production. And since I stopped working at the school, I've always kind of missed that aspect of that environment. And so I know that Jade and her partner had written a whole thing, and so she laid it out for me, and I was like, I could do that. So this year, I think that's definitely one of my goals, is to come up with my own training manual that I can use to hopefully start to get some people trained. And I kind of wanted to develop my own apprenticeship program. I know a lot of people or a lot of places have their own for-profit schools, but I've always felt that an apprenticeship would be a better way to go for my particular profession. And so just trying to figure that out, and then hopefully being able to get it off the ground in the next year.
Cool.
Ashe.
I again don't remember what but I do know that being a yoga teacher trainer and teaching other teachers has been something I've so much enjoyed, and I hope to continue to do that in different capacities. In the future, I hope to take it overseas and get to go travel and continue to teach teachers. Support my son, my husband. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right. Much like a trend for everybody else here today, I don't remember either. But I do know that for 2024.
You graduated.
Yeah. That's for sure.
That's important.
It's crazy just thinking back that I graduated and both started college in the same year.
Yeah.
I'm also a year older, which is also taking some adjustment, but that's to figure out for later. I just think that I also got a job. You know, I'm enjoying it. The whole college experience is different. It's new. Just a new adventure, really. You know, just I hope for 2024. It's gonna take a lot of creativity, self-determination, probably some faith too, to you know keep pushing, get through school, um, keep doing what I like doing. Hopefully, support y'all with the Smash team and whatnot as I can. Hope to finally get my license this year for driving. I know it's a little late, but you know,
Yeah, I got
it's just the goal. It's the
That's
goal.
all
Make it
right.
happen.
That's right.
You're
You
fine.
get it.
It'll come eventually. But
You get it.
yeah, it's just 2024. Keep chugging. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right, last year for me has really been more about balance, staying balanced as a father, as a professional, committing more time within the home than outside and at work and other extra activities, but really just being stable. And so it was a lot about growth for me as a father, as a professional, and also maintaining my group practice that I have outside of work, which is a behavioral wellness practice. And so it really focuses on providing mental health services. And so stabilizing that business to the point where we're now able to expand and hopefully recruit a good team for next year. So in the essence of Kwanzaa, I think this year for me would be all about the principle of Nia, which is to be purposeful, right? And intentional in everything that I do within the home and outside the home, as well as continue my growth as a person, as an individual, and as a professional.
Well, for me, it's been an interesting year. Progress sometimes is not only linear, but it's also concentric, where it tends to allow you to be impacted and impact a wider area of things that not only stimulate you, but things that you can influence yourself. It's kind of like the law of reciprocity. What you put out is what you get back. And probably the most unique position that I occupy is as the patriarch. As the patriarch, I am not only a good-humored type of person, but I also need to continuously reinforce what we need to do as males in this here fractured society that we exist in, and be somewhat of not a model, but more as a ideal for the other males in our families, particularly seeing that most of us are maligned not only by the society, but we also have a tendency to not feel very good about ourselves. So in that sense, I don't suffer from that, but I do wish to reflect a certain amount of growth, both externally and internally. And at the physical level, I think one of the things I'm ultimately going to do that I've been putting off for the past 10 or 12 years is get around to writing this book that's in my head. I do the short stories, I do this and I do that, and I kind of goof off with the excuse that the blue room ain't ready. But it will stimulate me to sit down and be productive with these premier years that I have left in this world. And I'm not saying that in terms of as we have our conversations, but only in terms of having a sense of accomplishment. Ashe.
So, I was trying to remember. I guess it's the same thing. I'm the same thing every year until I get to the next thing. So I guess my thing will be self-determination, more of my thing is trading. Trading is whooping me down. It's making me look at myself, make me fix my flaws, being impatient, can't rush through things, even trying to take the shortcut, there is no shortcut. Trying to circumvent the system, and you just can't. You just have to sit, and you may have to sit in a big pile of boo-boo, but you just gotta sit there until you figure your way out of that. And I just have to continue to do that. So once I get there, and I drop a little nuggets on these guys, but once I do get there, then I can share that. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to sit in your own piles of boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? So my pile is real big. I'm something wrong, but I'm trying to get it together, and get all of the cobwebs and go forward. But so I will continue to do the self-determination until I conquer myself and be a better person, a better self-control of that wild person, the person that you, it's like having like your other self. And I imagine my other self like a dark horse breathing that fire. And you know, I'm trying to tame that, and it's like, So I'm trying to tame that. So you have to have control of that. And that's about having control of yourself, your movements, how you move in this world. And that has to transcend, because how you do anything is how you do everything. So that has to transcend on the way I live and the way I move. So me going through these trials and tribulations with myself, just to master the candles, just to master the candles. God willing will help us as a family move forward and to gain some type of freedom where it won't be an economic thing. Maybe other stuff, but the economy is not going to be one of them. And that is still my goal. That's going to continue to be my goal. Ashe.
Ashe. We need a name for that alter ego.
Right.
Mona.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Mona?
Probably.
Last year I focused more on Nia, purpose. Within my family, outside, I wanted to do everything with a purpose. This year, I want to take on new traits, and I've been getting a little push because I've always wanted to like research and try to dabble in real estate. And now that I'm getting a push from someone, it'll be more self-determination to actually see if I can push myself to sit down, take the trainings, and go a step further.
Ashe.
You want to say something? What?
Go ahead.
No libations.
Put some juice.
Nothing's in there.
Nothing's in there.
She's used to
This goes to her.
Just
Ashe.
Ashe.
Can you say Ashe? Ashe.
Ashe.
I don't remember.
You don't remember last year? What's one
Did
thing
you do
that you
anything
did really
good?
well last year?
One thing I learned about last year was new words.
Okay.
Ashe.
So I forgot.
Sorry, y'all. My bad.
Something you're proud of? Something you really worked hard to do?
My look.
Very good.
That's important.
You graduated from kindergarten.
Yeah.
What about this year? What's something you want to do and keep working on? It can be anything.
Karate.
Karate. Started karate too.
You like soccer?
Sports.
Yeah. Did you like soccer, Kaden?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's another year of that. Sounds fun.
Anything you want to add, big boy?
No.
Say I'll say.
Oh, man.
So, one thing I'm proud of last year was that my soccer team practiced hard and won the tournament.
All right.
That's great.
And then this year, I don't know.
What you want to work on? You want to keep getting better in karate?
You got medals in karate.
Got a lot of medals last year.
Yeah.
You can say I should if you want. Okay, for those younger people, what you all need to be doing is continuing to be respectful and listen to your parents and do well in school so that you, when you get older, you know, you'll have more options, choices out there. So that's something you all need to do. From the big one to you, this time I think you're the oldest one. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So, that is our unity circle. We are going to end it by saying 7 Harambes. We will lift our hand up and come down and say Harambe, Harambe. We'll do that 7 times. On the last time, we will then say it as long as we can. All right, here we go.
Harambe, 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 Harambe. No, one more. Yeah, that was only 6. That was only 6.
Yeah, I thought that was.
I know.
I always miss one.
My bad.